Imagine a clear night in July 1947 when the stillness of the New Mexico desert was shattered by something extraordinary crashing from the heavens. In the days that followed, headlines screamed of captured flying saucers near Roswell, triggering a storm of speculation and mystery that has endured for decades. This wasn't just another fanciful tale of the flying disc mania sweeping America. This was the Roswell Incident, a narrative so potent that it continues to captivate and divide public opinion to this day. Often described as the world's most famous, most exhaustively investigated, and most thoroughly debunked UFO claim, the Roswell Incident offers a fascinating case study in the intersection of truth, mythology, and government secrecy. This essay seeks to dissect the layers of this enigmatic event, drawing upon declassified information, eyewitness testimonies, and contemporary media accounts to illuminate the darker recesses of the story, where fact meets fiction and where science confronts the unexplainable. On a quiet summer night, rancher W. Brazel discovered mysterious debris scattered over his property near Roswell, New Mexico. Reports described it as metallic sticks held together with tape, chunks of plastic, and scraps of glossy, paper-like material. Confused and intrigued, Brazel took some of the debris to the local sheriff, which soon caught the attention of the Roswell Army Airfield, RAF. Following the chain of custody, the material was then dispatched to higher military authorities, leading to the first press release which famously stated that the RAF had come into possession of a flying disc. This extraordinary claim issued by the RAF's public information officer set off a national frenzy, nearing pandemonium. Yet, as quickly as the story erupted, the military recanted the statement. Within a day, they attributed the wreckage to a downed weather balloon, a mundane explanation that did little to quell the growing wave of speculation and skepticism that maybe, just maybe, the government was covering up a crash of otherworldly origin. The initial RAAF press release sent shockwaves through the media landscape, with newspapers from coast to coast splashing sensational headlines about the recovered flying saucer. The narrative took on a life of its own, feeding into the burgeoning UFO craze that was sweeping the nation in the post-war era. As articles proliferated, so too did the public's thirst for information, mingling curiosity with conspiracy. Each retelling added layers to the tale, transforming Roswell from a mere incident into a full-blown cultural phenomenon. This media frenzy planted the early seeds of distrust towards governmental transparency and laid the foundation for future conspiracy theories surrounding unidentified flying objects. Amid the clamor for clarity and truth, the bombed journalistic integrity and accuracy were, at times, the first casualties. Inconsistencies in the coverage added fuel to the fire, emboldening skeptics and believers alike to question what was being concealed behind the military's curt dismissals and sparse explanations. The swift and enigmatic actions taken by the government immediately following the discovery of the debris only served to deepen public suspicion. The military's rapid engagement and subsequent retraction of the initial flying disc announcement hinted at something far more significant than a mere balloon mishap. Documents later declassified under the Freedom of Information Act revealed a flurry of urgent communications between Roswell Army Airfield and the Pentagon, suggesting a high level of concern over an incident that was officially dismissed as insignificant. Further complicating the narrative, in the 1990s, the U.S. Air Force released reports aimed at closing the book on Roswell, attributing the debris to a then-classified balloon project, Project Mogul, designed to detect Soviet nuclear tests. However, these explanations were met with skepticism, primarily because they came decades after the initial incident, giving rise to accusations that the government was merely continuing its policy of misinformation and obfuscation. The military's shifting explanations have been a significant source of contention. Initially dismissed as a weather balloon, then later attributed to a top-secret surveillance project, each successive rationale seemed only to generate more questions than answers, fueling theories of an elaborate cover-up. Over the years, numerous individuals associated with the Roswell incident have come forward, their accounts varying dramatically from the official narrative. Witnesses described materials with strange properties like indestructible tinfoil and beams covered with hieroglyphic symbols, which they claimed were unlike any earthly materials they had seen before. While some eyewitnesses maintained their stories until death, critics argued that the human memory is fallible, especially over decades, and that the lure of media attention might have motivated embellishments. Additionally, the community of Roswell, having been transformed into a UFO tourist haven, might have economic incentives to perpetuate the alien crash story, further muddying the waters of truth. This mix of potentially unreliable witness testimonies and undeniable public interest created a complex tapestry of belief and skepticism, making it increasingly challenging to discern genuine accounts from those altered by time or personal bias. In 1994, the U.S. Air Force released a report stating that the debris found near Roswell was part of Project Mogul, a top-secret project using high-altitude balloons to monitor Soviet nuclear tests. This explanation was intended to dispel UFO theories by providing a plausible earthly rationale for the materials found. However, this delayed explanation did little to stem the tide of conspiracy theories. Critics pointed out inconsistencies between the military's account and the characteristics of the debris described by initial witnesses. The timing of the disclosure, nearly half a century after the fact, also did not escape scrutiny. It was seen by many as too convenient, a retrospective fabrication designed to quell ongoing public curiosity and skepticism. For skeptics, the balloon theory seemed like another layer in an ongoing cover-up, an attempt to redirect public attention away from what they believed was an extraterrestrial encounter. For others, it was a long overdue clarification by the Air Force, shedding light on one of the most mystifying events in American history. The Roswell Incident has transcended its origins as a mysterious military mishap to become a staple of modern pop culture, influencing movies, television shows, and literature. The incident has been featured in everything from documentaries to science fiction, often depicted as the definitive evidence of government conspiracy and extraterrestrial visitation. This portrayal in media not only reflects the enduring fascination with UFOs, but also underscores a deep-seated cultural skepticism towards governmental authority. The narrative of Roswell acts as a metaphor for unseen forces and hidden truths, resonating with broader public apprehensions about what those in power might be concealing from the populace. Moreover, Roswell has spurred a vibrant subculture of UFO enthusiasts and researchers committed to uncovering the truth, whatever it may be. Annual conventions, dedicated research teams, and a myriad of UFO-focused organizations are testament to the incident's significant impact on societal views regarding life beyond Earth. While the Roswell incident has ignited the imaginations of many, it has also been the subject of intense scrutiny and skepticism. Over the decades, several theories positing extraterrestrial involvement have been debunked through scientific inquiry and rational examination. Skeptics argue that the allure of an alien crash is a far more exciting narrative than a military experiment, which may explain the public's persistent preference for the former. Critics of the extraterrestrial theory point to the lack of concrete evidence such as spacecraft remnants, alien bodies, or credible documentation that conclusively proves non-human involvement. Additionally, the psychological and sociological aspects of human perception, such as the tendency for collective memory and myth-building, play significant roles in how the events of Roswell have been recorded and remembered. Furthermore, experts in the fields of aeronautics and physics have often provided simple explanations for alleged alien technology. Materials described by witnesses have been identified as consistent with period military technology, albeit part of classified projects like Project Mogul. These rational explanations challenge the exotic interpretations and encourage a more grounded understanding of the incident. The Roswell incident remains a captivating chapter in American history, emblematic of the post-war era's anxieties and hopes. It stands at the crossroads of science and fantasy, skepticism and belief, government authority, and public skepticism. While the true nature of the event may never be fully revealed, its legacy is unmistakable. Roswell has become more than just a location. It has evolved into a symbol of the eternal human quest for knowledge, and the unyielding desire to believe in something greater than ourselves. Whether one views the incident through the lens of skepticism or belief, it serves as a powerful reminder of the complexities of truth in our modern world. As we continue to explore the cosmos and uncover more about our own technological capabilities, the story of Roswell urges us to question, to wonder, and to seek the truth, however elusive it may be. The Roswell Incident, with all its mystery and controversy, encourages a deeper inquiry into the unknown, making it a perpetual source of fascination and debate. In conclusion, whether Roswell was a tale of alien visitors or a misunderstood military operation, its impact on culture, science, and our understanding of the universe continues to resonate. It challenges us to think critically about the world around us and to keep our minds open to possibilities, no matter how improbable they may seem.